Thanks for staying with us here on TVC. Breakfast is now time for us to look at what the papers are saying. Looking at the Nation newspaper, which is the first with me here, saying Constitution needs overhaul, not amendment, says Olanipekun. Legal giant urges National Assembly to halt ongoing unworkable process. Moving on to Leadership newspaper, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, Person of the Year 2025. We'll talk about her in a bit. This Nigeria saying Kanu police protesters clash, activities paralyzed. And then if you look at the bottom strip of the newspaper, you see Anambra 2025, which is upon us. INEC holds PVC distribution, mock accreditation. Nigeria News Direct, NLC issues 4-week ultimatum to federal government, declares no pay, no work stance. Daily Independent, excuse me, total shutdown of Nigeria's tertiary institutions looms. NLC-led coalition gives federal government 4 weeks to resolve issues. Blueprint newspaper, external existential threats wants to weaken Nigeria's unity. That's according to the federal government. Claim of genocide against Christians falls. That's Idris, and wants narrative countered by communication experts. Platform Times. Anti-graft war. EFCC nets 500 billion naira, jails 7,000 in 2 years under Tinubu. President vows no political interference in anti-graft war, says recovered funds now funding students' loans and credit schemes. The Help newspaper, Aiyedatiwa clears 2.4 billion naira gratuity backlog. Pays 2016-2017 retirees after 1.4 billion naira settlement for 2014 set. Promises to sustain fairness, transparency in pension administration. And retirees, of course, hail governor for restoring hope, dignity back to their lives. Now, Sporting Life, FIFA World Cup playoffs. Nigeria ceremoniously, I would say, cancel Venezuela, Colombia friendlies on November the 14th and November the 18th, respectively, in the USA. We'll talk about the reason this was cancelled. But let's get down to brass tacks by doing this with my colleagues, Etoma, Ria. Olamide, your smile is infectious.
Thank you. I do my best.
Absolutely. Now let's look at the Nation newspaper, Etoma. If you look at the Nigerian Constitution, they said it needs overhaul, not amendments. That's according to Olanipekun saying there. And let me take this quote, National Assembly should, for the time being, stay action on any ongoing or future amendments to 1999 Constitution. This Constitution tells a lie against itself and needs a new rebranding. And you know how it tells a lie? When it started, because it was handed over to us by Abubakar, and then there's this preamble where it says, we, the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we were not there when they wrote it.
You know, now, if a senior advocate of Nigeria that goes to work every day to interpret that document says the document is faulty, then it's faulty. If the only solution or the best solution he can put across is that let's keep this one aside and do a new one, then maybe we should take him seriously. Because right now, the Constitution is looking like a woman's dress that has, or a dress, let me not say woman. Before Olamide and
we were ready
before they tear your suit.
Before they tear me off. You know, it's like a dress that you keep patching here and there. At the end of the day, it doesn't hold any beauty anymore. So let's just take the man's advice and look at that Constitution.
Thank God you didn't say a woman's dress, because a woman's dress oftentimes a patch. And
it's still there.
But it's still there.
It's still be there.
And they call it crazy, this crazy, that it's all fashion. but Ria, if you look at the exclusive list, you know, I think they have about 68 of them, where the federal government controls the resources, controls the security, controls these, controls that. So much so that the subnationals are really not getting enough within their enclave. So they want power to be devolved so that we'll have our governors, maybe not acting as emperors they are, but then be able to do something.
But you know, when I saw this thing yesterday, I was reading through it. And like you said, one thing that he mentioned was that the Constitution wasn't made by the people, so it doesn't reflect their wishes. And that's the first thing, you know, that we need to highlight. Now, I don't have a problem with changing it, but my own is that it's not going to be time consuming and a lot of money is not going to go inside. Now, that's my own. But I think that if it doesn't, reflect the wishes of the people, then of course, it's for the people. The constitution is for the people, it's to guide them. But if you made the constitution when we were not there, we don't know what's going on, then I think that if you are just amending it, you are not really fixing the problem. The main problem is changing the whole thing and making sure that all our wishes are in. But now the only thing I'm talking about is to do that is going to be time consuming, and then again they would bring a cost to us that's the amount of the money. So those are my worries. Those are my two worries.
yeah. So Olamide, it's very important for, yes, we are doing so much at the subnational level. We are bringing Amotekun, we are bringing Ibibiago, bringing all of that to tackle insecurity affairs or issues. But back in the day when we used to have regional governments, I think in the 1963 Republican Constitution, people are saying we should go back there, where there was healthy competition among all regions, the northern, the southern region, and then we saw development. Not now that there is division and people are saying Nigeria is just a marriage of inconvenience. So we should stop patching. So says Olanipekun.
And that is precisely Olanipekun's argument, right? He's saying that the current constitution does not reflect our federal character. He's saying that there's too much power in Abuja and we need to decentralize it. And like Ibrahim rightly said, that is the beauty of stooping to conquer. We had a system where everybody was working on their own terms and with their unique cultural and regional intricacies in mind, and that's not happening anymore. So I would argue that that's a very, very strong argument. When we look at the importance of a constitution, it's not just words on paper. It reflects the wishes of people. It reflects our culture, our identity, our hopes as a people. We have to put in context the fact that in 1999, when this constitution was chartered and handed to us by the military, it wasn't a very people-centric and democratic one. And so I think his argument is very strong. Although, these things take time. There's a lot of red tape. You can't just... The reason why it looks like a patchwork quilt, if you will, is because of the fact that you can't completely overhaul policy in one day. It takes time. So I understand the strength of his argument, and we'll see if the National Assembly takes that into consideration. But I don't know about the feasibility of a complete overhaul.
That's what I'm saying. The feasibility is not looking like it for me, because it's going to take a lot of time.
So whether it's a referendum that we need, whether it's another national confab that we need.
If we're serious about it, this is something we can do.
In how many days or how many weeks?
We can do it in a relatively short time.
But we've been reviewing.
Yes, I know. But if you have, if you decide that, look, I'm going to take this project, you're going to make allowances for it. It's just like the election tribunal, that listens to case and gives verdicts faster than a normal case would go in the judiciary.
All right, let's move on. So I love this beautiful picture on the front page of the Leadership
What
newspaper.
A lady! What a babe! What a babe!
Elegantly, poised, standing, tall, and then you can see saying here for redefining First Lady's office as a force for stewardship and nation building, and for proving that compassion, when structured, can transform policy into purpose. This is celebrating Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, Person of the Year 2025, according to Leadership newspaper, and indeed the entire nation. When you have the office of the First Lady that is being redefined, we have renewed hope initiatives, which is working in line with renewed hope agenda of the APC administration. She has done so much in alleviating poverty, helping the margin, the marginalized, helping those who are downtrodden, those who are affected by insecurity. She's touching lives directly, and also sending our own, mercenaries to work in line with our own initiative by reaching out to the entire nation. Let's talk about her for a beautiful moment.
When the man is taking hard decisions and trying to turn a country in recession into a prosperous country, he has to take some very hard decisions. Now, his wife should represent the compassionate side of government. And that's exactly what Oluremi Tinubu has done. She has done it in so many different ways, and you could see some creative thinking in some of the things that she has done too. So that she is being touted as, not touted, sorry, she's been chosen as the Leadership Person of the Year. It is an honor well deserved. She has touched a whole lot of people, and you know what? She's doing that using her husband's initiative to move around. So she's just the compassionate side of this administration.
You know, this is a
she's doing the
family.
job so well.
Yeah, Ria, this is a family that, you know, they're quite, you know, benevolent.
Yeah.
Before they even got into power, that's talk about Lagos State, being Lagos State governor, and then Lagos State First Lady, before they now became Nigeria's president and First Lady. They've been doing a whole lot of people, I mean, a whole lot of things, impacting lives for a whole lot of people. And then she said something, the test of power, she often says, is not how loud it speaks, but how gently it lifts, meaning that you're showing workings, whatever it is that you're doing, you're not making noise about it, but people can see it, even though you don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, and the thing is that we also know that she has a political background because she was a senator at some point.
Yeah.
You know,
And she's still a senator,
I always tell people, like, when you have a great man doing something, beside the man is a great woman, and that's what we've been seeing her doing. You know, when we talk about her humanitarian things, like she gives, and that is it. As a first lady, I always tell people, it's not just to sit and, you know, go out and do meetings. Let us see, show workings, do workings, and let us see it. We've spoken about it on this table a lot of times when she gave out money to nurses. You know, she's passionate about children as well. We've seen her do that, you know, give out to children. So I think that as a first lady, she's set an example. She set a precedence for other first ladies to see that you are not just the woman in the house. You can also, you know, go out and do things. And that's what she's doing, supporting her husband side by side in every decision that, you know, he makes. I remember when the footballers won the award, remind me, the footballers that won the award, the Super Falcons, she was there to make sure that she welcomed them. We always see her take center stage, and that's what we want to see more women doing. I really want to see more first ladies, you know, just stand beside their husbands, because right now we don't say behind every successful man, they are not, the women are not behind anymore, they are beside. We are always beside, we are not behind anymore. So it's just beautiful to see the great things that, you know, she has done, and we hope for more. I know that she's very, very beloved. When it comes to our heart, she's a big giver, and we've seen it in so many ways. So we celebrate you, Senator, today. I love her so much. I feel like she's a woman that embodies a lot of power. You know, whenever you see her, the way she speaks, you can see she's so intelligent, and it shows a lot of women that our place is not just in the kitchen, or our place is, you know, not just to do regular things. We are taking center stage.
She goes to the kitchen. Funnily, she goes to the kitchen.
We are taking center stage. Congratulations to her.
Yeah, but don't make it a woman thing now. Come on.
No, she's a woman. We are celebrating her.
Absolutely. All right, Olamide, if you look at it, she also built structure for social development, social justice. She's in 2025 alone, that intervention of Our Child as Renewed Hope initiative, arguably, its intervention exceeded 25 billion naira, arguably the most ambitious social investment by any Nigerian first lady. And then her Women in Agriculture program empowered over 20,000 rural women with grants and training, boosting family incomes. When you're touching lives, you're also helping the family that are dependent on such people.
Absolutely. I think oftentimes we underestimate the importance and the relevance of soft power. In fact, some might argue that soft power is more important and more influential than hard power. What we don't understand about the First Lady is that she humanizes the presidency, whereas the presidency and our president is often focused on the hard task that comes with executive power. She's behind the scenes. She's talking about the women, the children, the areas that are so often not overlooked, but the areas that can easily be put aside in the shadows for more harder and more issues of national security. And so the influence that she wields is incomparable. It is cultural, it is moral, it is social, and it is a sort of power that you cannot put words on. I think I love this so much because, like you rightly said, she has her own political
Exactly.
Our president, we've seen with the RHI, the Renewed Hope initiative, our president is an intellectual. When you look at him back decades ago, he's an intellectual. And
so imagine intellectual meets intellectual. What happens?
He went to the market with a good eye.
Absolutely. And she speaks with power and confidence. You know, this is someone, when she speaks, she knows what she's saying.
She knows her onions,
she walks her soul.
And I just want to say congratulations, Ma. I've watched you for years, and I've been so inspired by your work and your leadership, and I have taken so many things from you.
Absolutely.
You know, apart from even her work in leadership, the way she presents herself, you know, when you see her in her beautiful regalia.
And do you know, she doesn't overdress. She doesn't. Her makeup don't even shout. She's simple.
Ibrahim, don't make up his shouting.
What? No, you know, when I say makeup shout, you know what?
When dry bones are mentioned, what happens to you know, yes, it is heartwarming to talk about a woman that has done well, you know, and the passion Ria and Alamide are using to talk about this thing makes me, I almost told you that, look, Ibrahim, it's as if we are turning a minority on this table right now.
We'll ask you guys.
It is just right to give honor to whom honor is due.
Yeah.
When a woman supports her husband, the man can face a lion. That's what a lot of our women do not understand. You support your man, the man will go 1 million miles.
But because the president is a good man as well.
Exactly,
a good man.
the good man.
So
no, we're talking about the first lady. We're not talking women.
We're talking gender equality or gender
man, so
but Etoma, if you look at, if we all remember, and then we talked about it in September, talk about this very last month, where she redirected her 65th birthday celebration into national service, mobilizing 20.4 billion naira, award, toward completing the long abandoned National Library in Abuja, rejecting gifts she inspired others to give, a metaphor for leadership by example. You know, this someone, apart from agriculture, women initiative, women empowerment, youth initiative, you know, all of this, she also wants people to be empowered by learning, because leaders are readers. Exactly. So if you say we are looking at leaders of tomorrow, then we are having a moribund national library, schools, and all of those places where knowledge is being imparted, not really working. So she said, no, I know you guys are going to come with cars, you're going to come with gifts, with monies, whatever, but please, let's redirect it to the national service. This is beautiful.
This is fantastic, because in a country where we have people not reading, the more you read, the more it opens your mind.
That's
know, a lot of people right now do not want to read. You're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, but at the end of the day, what do you gain from Instagram and TikTok? Rather than read a book, you learn new vocabularies. There's so many things. When she said that, a lot of people were, you know, castigating her. But at the end of the day, it's for the betterment. If there's a library, you can now go into the library, because most times you don't know where to go. You go to different places when you can go to somewhere to enlighten yourself, read and make yourself better. So everything she has done, you know, and not because I sit on this table, they are great policies. You know, if she's saying that, do not give me these gifts, I do not want them. What gift can you give me? Let's do something for the betterment of our country, for the betterment of the youths. At the end of the day, who enjoys from the library? She must have a library in the house, but she's saying that let's have a library that people can now come and read from. What better heart can we say about? This
is a family that, you know, she said, she, you know, boldly said, my family, we are okay. We have everything at our beck and call. But our passion is to uplift people, is to ensure that we do our best. This is the chance that has been, you know, given to us, the mandate that has been given to us by the people, and of course by God. So we have to do our best so that we write our names in, you know, in gold in the sand of times. And one thing is, she's also a woman of valor, a woman of faith.
So I know you like that, Ibrahim.
Yes, of course. She wrote a book. She wrote a Christian book. I have a copy. I've forgotten the title. I don't know. It skipped my mind. I got a free copy when she came to TVC the last time, and you know, I read the book. You know, this is a woman that embodies faith, and she's telling us that Islam and Christianity can always, you know, relate, can always, you know, cohabitate, can always be one. Because the husband is a Muslim, practicing one, and she is an evangelist herself. She's also what's her role? She's a pastor.
Yeah. I love that so much. We have to have a first lady that reflects the values of what we want Nigeria to look like. One of my favorite things is that she's leveraging her platform. She could be first lady and constantly championing her husband's causes. It would be so easy to do. Everywhere she went, talk about renewed hope. No, she's leveraging her platform for women, for youth, for children, for the people that matter. She's mirroring the women that are around her, and I love that so much.
And this is a call. We need her at TVC at some point on this show to empower more women.
So I'm sure she'll happily come when she's on the
All right, then let's quickly go to the sport and life because of our time. We really can't exhaust, you know, talking about Oluremi Tinubu. Congratulations in all that you do, and God bless you. So Nigeria cancelled Venezuela, Colombia friendlies on November the 14th and November the 18th, respectively, in USA. That's ahead of FIFA World Cup playoffs. We have to give everything that we need to ensure that we qualify for this World Cup. So we are not friends now any longer.
Why are you playing friendlies? The friendly is supposed to be
when there's a serious enemy in front of us.
When is Nigeria playing?
You have 3
very soon.
Shall I say?
I think it's
is it 3-0
or
4-0? Shall I give my prediction?
For which of the matches?
She was right last time.
I was right last time.
This is her gift. This is her gift.
I was overright.
This is Ria's gift, you guys.
So wait, Nigeria's playing against who?
Oh, the fixture.
Whoever they are playing against.
We are playing against Gabon.
Whoever they are playing against.
We are playing against
5-0. I've checked.
Take it down.
5-0.
Take it down.
Nigeria 5, Gabon 0.
I don't want to say something else because I wanted to say.
Let's leave it at that.
I wanted to say that day, and you failed to show up. Because I don't want to say it.
Yeah, sure.
All right, that's about it for the newspapers up for review. We hope that you've had fun. You know, this morning, that's what we do here on the TVC Breakfast. But we have so much to come. TVC Breakfast, Nigeria entrepreneurs targets Caribbean expansion at historic Guba Barbados Trade and Investment Summit. Just stay with us. We'll be right back.